Elgin Cook and Joseph Young represent the student body of the Ducks. Dana Altman, the head coach, is in the middle. We're going to ask him to start off with a statement on the game, and then we'll go to questions for all three gentlemen from Oregon. Dana, please.
Well, I thought offensively both teams played pretty well. Joe, Elgin, Dylan for us really gave us 1-2-3 punch, and I thought our ball movement was pretty good, scoring 79 points against Oklahoma State, whose defensive numbers are very impressive. Is a good offensive performance. We'd hoped to rebound a little better. I thought they had the edge there, and they had the edge in second chance points. Defensively, at times, we gave up a few easy baskets, but I thought it was a good basketball game. I thought our guys competed. We got lost a couple times with all their movement against our zone, but really good effort. Joe, Elgin, Dylan, all the guys, Jordan blocking 4 shots, and Dwayne had a good second half after a shaky start. Casey gave us good minutes, Jaleel, so it was a good effort by our team.
Questions for all three gentlemen, starting on the left-hand side. Yes.
Dana, does it give you any more confidence going forward that it was Joe that kind of sparked that first half run, but in the second it was those guys like Jordan and Elgin and Dwayne, kind of a full team effort there in the second to get that kind of, I think it was an 11-0 run when they went back up there?
Well, we have a lot of guys who have made contributions. Joe and Elgin are a 1-2 punch, most nights, and down the stretch, since we've been playing better in February and March, it's been these two guys. But tonight it was Dylan hitting a big 3, play out of a timeout. Coach McKenna recommended, and it worked. We ran that same play against Oregon State for Dwayne. He hit it. Same play against Stanford, he hit. So I mean, different guys have stepped up, but we have rode these two guys really hard. Dylan had a great offensive game tonight. He was 7 for 9, 17 points. I mean, 7 for 9 from the field. That's great for a freshman to step into your first NCAA tournament game and go 7 for 9, get 17 points. Great performance, but. I think we've had different people contribute. We were down 8 in the first half and in trouble, and Joe sparked us there. Jaleel got a big steal. Joe hit a big 3. Different guys have stepped up. But, again, these two guys have carried the ball. They've made the plays. Really a tribute to these two guys. And then Dylan stepped up tonight. Dwayne stepped up in previous games. Jaleel. Again, Jordan with the 4 block shots. We've had a lot of guys step up and make contributions.
This is for Joseph and Elgin. I know most times at this time of the season, players say they don't care who they face next, but I'm wondering if you guys would like the opportunity to face Wisconsin again, given the way last season ended and where you had to play them.
Questions for who? Who's the question for?
I said for Joseph and Elgin.
Okay. Joseph, you go first, and Elgin.
Well, Wisconsin's a good team, but we're just really focused on what we have to do and really get back and do recovery, and we're gonna watch the game, and they play Coastal Carolina, I think, and we're just gonna go from there. We're just gonna go for the winning team, whoever wins. We don't know who won, so get back, do recovery, get ready for the ball game.
To go off what Joe said, Coastal Carolina's a good team. Wisconsin's a good team. We're just going to go back to the hotel, rest up, get some fluid in this, and watch the game.
Question there, and then we'll go in the front row, Dawn.
Joe, the end of the first half, those 15 straight points, I mean, can you take me through what was clicking for you? Was it the atmosphere? Was it, playing for, Dana in his hometown? Like, can you kind of walk me through that?
It's just my teammates trusting me, Teammates found me, got me the ball, and setting good screens, open on the pick and roll. They didn't step up, just knock down open shots, And I really commend my team for really getting me open and getting me the ball, and coach, trusting me with the ball and running the right plays.
This is for Dana. Can you speak to Joseph's patience in the game, that he didn't force a lot of stuff early, and then he got the 15 right at the end of the first half, and how he's maybe learned as he's gotten older to be a more patient player and know that his points are going to come?
Well, it's all about making the right basketball play, and they were really jamming him hard on ball screens early. They really got after him, full court, making him handle it. I thought he did really well, handling the ball for us for 40 minutes with only 4 turnovers. So, I thought he was patient. I thought he made good basketball plays, and that's what we talked to Joe about a lot. When he gets on a run, we want him to be aggressive. But there are other times where he's got to make good basketball plays, and if they're doubling him like they were and jamming him hard on those picks, he's got to make plays for others. And I thought he did that. I thought he found some guys early. A couple guys missed some good looks that he created for them. When they're paying that much attention to Joe, he's got to make basketball plays, and I think he's really improved at that. I think he's really gotten a good feel for that, and I think he's going to grow in that area as time continues. I think he can get really good at reading defenses. This is the first year that he's had the ball in his hands this much. And it takes time to make those reads, and I think he's really grown in that way. Coach Dickey, after the game, said the same thing, who watched him as a freshman sophomore, said, man, he's making really good plays, and I thought he did a good job.
Dana, you guys now have almost a perfect record in kind of games decided by 5-6 points or less with a group that didn't have a lot of experience coming in the year. What have you kind of seen in this group in the clutch, and is your kind of confidence building them if they've come through in some wins in this situation?
Well, tonight, we went against we usually hit free throws really good. We missed 2 front ends, that could have iced it there. And previous games, we've hit our free throws down the stretch, and that's such a big factor. And then late in the game, you put the ball in Joe and Elgin's hands. If Oregon State game, Elgin hit a big N1 play, at the end. Joe makes a lot of plays at the end. It's not rocket science. You put the ball in your 2 best players' hands. You try to get them to make plays. But the other factor that guys have hit free throws. Different guys, Dylan, Dwayne, Jaleel, Elgin. We've had different guys step up and really knock down free throws to ice games.
Dana, you mentioned your players got lost a little bit in the zone a few times defensively. How concerned are you with your defense going forward in the tournament?
Well, we've been concerned with it all year. These guys will tell you we've harped on them all year about it. We got down 8 in the first half. They had 3 or 4 really easy baskets. It's not good as a coach to watch your team give up those kind of baskets. It's frustrating for the players, and I'm barking at them. It's not any fun for anybody. And Wisconsin, Coastal Carolina, Oregon, or Oklahoma State, they're going to take advantage of that. Those are the 4 teams in our bracket, and Hickey hit 5 threes. They hit 10 threes for the game. Now, they took 29 of them, so it wasn't like, I thought we did a pretty good job of contesting a lot of them, but we did have some open looks where our defense didn't rotate properly, and then we gave them some easy ones at the goal. Jordan was kind of hit or miss. He did a great job on some contesting, and then other times he got caught flat-footed, and we need him to be aggressive all the time.
Elgin, when you see the freshman, Dylan hit a big 3 tonight, and Jordan had a couple blocks late, and then Dwayne, a first-year guy, made a couple big plays. Your trust in those guys kind of in clutch situations build as you've seen them come through this year?
Yeah, our trust built all year long. We worked on it in practice, and I just wanted to keep us poised, and I want them to understand there was still a lot of game to be played.
Joe, have you had a defender that tight on you from the start of the game for the first, up until you kind of got hot there? It seemed like, you couldn't move an inch without having 2 or 3 guys right on you.
No, I haven't. But, just, really just keep my composure, staying low with the ball. Coach said just stay low with the ball and make sure when they come for the double, make sure you find somebody open to get the ball out of my hands. And like Coach said, I did a good job of that. But, 4 turnovers is a lot of turnovers. I thought I could have, handled the ball better than what I did. And, you know, they really, Hickey, you know, really got after me. And I thought I kept my composure, you know, really didn't, you know, fight with him or nothing. Just, you know, kept my composure, got the ball across the court and ran the plays Coach wanted to run.
Danny, you talked about relying on these two guys down the stretch, but like you said, Dylan hit a 3 and a 3-point play, and Jordan had some blocks and a rebound there on that last one, and Dwayne had kind of that steal and dunk. Some of those guys also really came through in big moments for you tonight.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. You know, on Dylan's big three, Elgin set a heck of a pick. You know, to start the half, Jaleel set a great pick to get Jordan the lob. You know, it's these two guys have done a great job, but it's a team game, you know, and everybody's got to make contributions. And I agree with you totally. You know, Jordan, you know, blocks. You know, if we don't have Jordan blocking, I think 87 shots now for the season, you know, our defense isn't really good inside, but, you know, take 87 blocks out of it. You know, Dylan stepping up at times, making plays. I thought Dwayne went and got a couple really big rebounds there in the second half in our zone. So, yeah, no, Casey's made contributions. Jaleel, you know, it's a team effort. You know, our rotation's about 8 guys now. Ahmad didn't get to play a lot tonight, but he's still in the rotation. And, you know, with these long timeouts and halftime taking forever, you know, we can stick with that rotation, but everybody's got to be ready. You know, Michael Chandler's got to be ready inside. Roman's got to be ready. You know, we've got 10 guys that are capable of getting out there and giving us some minutes, and all of them got to be ready.